On Saturday Night Country, well, we all know the statistics today with the suicide rates, and it is extremely shocking, and particularly for a lot of our country cousins right across this wonderful nation of ours. And we've been playing the new single from Above the Blue, which features people like Cole Finlay, Lou Bradley, Nellie Donovan, Brendan Nawrocki, Richo Richardson, Paddy McHugh, Michael Bryce, Tom Richer, Kevin Borich, Luke O'Shea, Jen Mice, Kelly Cork, a whole bunch of others. And it is such a wonderful concept putting this album together. And I decided that we should talk with the man himself, Richo Richardson, Paul Richo Richardson, who came up with the idea with Cole Finlay to put this together. And they had the big launch in Mullaney on Saturday. Tell us, Richo, how did it go?
Yes, Liz, it was absolutely fantastic. We had a packed house at the showgrounds at the community hall up there. We sold about 200 tickets, I think,
Wow.
to the launch. It was amazing. The local Apex guys got on board. They obviously helped us with the funding of the album and stuff, and it just went off. And I know there was a few of us that were a little bit worried about the amount of artists we had to push across that stage, but because of the experience we've had elsewhere, we just sort of knew we could do it. We had a great sound guy, and the whole team came together, and the audience was screaming for more. It was fantastic.
Oh, how wonderful. And I'm hoping that all those 200 took home a CD with them.
They didn't only take home a CD, yeah. We Beyond Blue came on board with a lot of their marketing tools and stuff like that. So we made it pretty big thing early on in the night that there was cards on the table, Beyond Blue cards. So everyone put one in their wallet and their purse and took them away with them as well. So, and I guess probably one of the big things for us guys was realising that even though a lot of people and family members try and help their friends through these kind of times, really they need to be pointed in the right direction in terms of getting help, and the people that have the tools on the other end of the phone that can direct them to that help.
Mm. Do you find, having gone through this yourself, that I feel that you're such a wonderful advocate for helping others and making a difference through music, but it is a matter of just picking up the phone and just taking that step to realise someone is there that understands on the other end of the phone.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess for blokes in particular, that stigma attached to the depression, even when you're alone, would make you reluctant to pick up that phone. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But by blokes coming out, and, I'm a big buffy one, so by talking about it, what I've found is people open up to me a lot, and I guess, I don't know exactly how that works, but because I'm a big bloke, they think, you must be able to weather anything, and when you come out and you talk about it, it's just incredible the amount of guys that come to me, and, I had people crying, blokes crying on Saturday night, just cuddling me and thanking me for what we've done, and, that's absolutely pivotal, and educating blokes that it's cool, you know what I mean, and the line in Cole's song, just says it all, don't be afraid to cry.
Absolutely. Above the Blue, that's the title track of the release, and we just heard the single there from Cole, and we're going to hear yours in a moment. Richo, we actually met at the DAG at the Nundle Sheep Station for the Songwriters Workshop, and it was just such an eye-opener to me as well to hear your story and hear your wonderful songs, and having gone through this yourself. It is tough, and it's tough no matter what line of work you're in, and I think as human beings, and maybe New Zealanders, Aussies, we tend to think that, we can just tough it out ourselves, and it might be embarrassing to admit if we are going through a rough patch.
Yeah, I mean, you always hear those cliches, hard enough, mate, and that's cool. That's really good. It's great on the rugby field and all that sort of stuff. But, we're a modern society now, and, those things are great. But coupled with the speed that everything's moved in this world, the future's just, it's in us. We've got brand new technology, and all of a sudden we've been bombarded with new technology. Women and men are both working equally as hard. Kids are going to childcare and stuff. There's a lot of financial pressures. I'm not trying to advocate that I know where these pressures come from. They come from a myriad of sources. But, I think, as I say, getting back to that, if we acknowledge that there's a problem, I know myself when I feel anxiety, and it still happens to me from time to time. I think, wait a minute, I'm making irrational decisions here, and I think this is anxiety. So I step back, and it's jolly hard, It's really hard at times, and then I'll lock myself in my music room and bash away on my guitar. I'm very, very lucky that I've got that release, and whatever it is you do, go for a walk, take the dog, throw a frisbee, all that sort of stuff. I think it's just important that people recognise, and the only way they're going to recognise is talking about it and seeking a bit of help, because quite often, from what I understand, it's quite simple in a lot of cases,
That's right, and it's so lovely that you've banded together with all these great mates, 14 tracks on this lovely CD that does help, and it is a fundraiser as well, a great support for Beyond Blue. It is called Above the Blue. People can jump on the web, .org, for all the information if you'd like to grab a copy of this CD and get behind it. And if you'd like more information too, Beyond Blue, jump on the web too, and they are there for help for all families, all people, all walks of life. And that's it. We're all the same, aren't we, at the end of the day, Richo?
Yeah, you got it. We're all the same, Fliss, and we had a ton of fun, and I really appreciate the opportunity to have a chat and share with your listeners what we've experienced, and please get on board, help us out. All the funds go back to Beyond Blue, and besides that is an absolute cracker of an album.
It absolutely is. Great songwriters, great storytelling as well, and we must say too that it's not a song to make people get sad. It's about hope and looking for the light and the good things as well in life, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of positivity to be taken out of those tunes, but unfortunately the positivity has been born of a lot of pain from a lot of these writers or people that have experienced it, and it's a great medium and way of expressing how we feel and feeling that connectivity with other humans when we're feeling these kinds of things, I guess.
It sure is. I look forward to seeing you in person again in Tamworth for the Country Music Festival. We're going to be involved with another show at the DAG, aren't we, Richo?
We sure are, Fliss. It's going to be a bit of fun, I reckon.
I reckon.
It's like a homecoming.
It sure will be, and you're going to have copies of Above the Blue there, but if people want to grab one now, they really should. AboveTheBlue.org and audio copy now. Some great